When the world is more changing towards skills, India as a country, a lot of them are so much obsessed about degrees.
See, logically you think that how you teach cycling in classroom.
Exactly.
If you want to teach a cycling, you have to go to the road with cycle, right?
Exactly.
So I want to remove the theory classes.
Sir, I have an interesting observation. So every year I try to reflect upon like my journey over the last few years, like what has been happening, and I found this very really interesting perspective. So I did my graduation from 2008 to 12, went to IIIT Hyderabad, did my computer science over there, and post that I worked with a couple of companies, Bwin and Amazon as a software developer, and then went ahead to start my cybersecurity company, and then we started Next Wave. So all throughout journey, sir, I have seen technology shifts happening just in my last 10-12 years of experience, sir. So I started with during my college days. So I started seeing this cloud revolution happening between this 2008 to 12. So that's when AWS came into existence. And later on, back in 2014, we started this new emergence of deep learning, which is very advanced compared to the classical machine learning come into play. And we have seen firsthand in terms of how organizations have gotten transformed because of cloud. And we have seen firsthand how organizations got transformed because of deep learning. And we have all experienced mobile as a revolution. Today, we have like every young Indian owns a mobile phone or smartphone, and they consume like a lot of applications and data. And there is a whole lot of technology transformation that we have seen because of mobile, internet. And now, over the last 2 years, we are seeing this new revolution of generative AI. And many a times within the organizations that I was working at and within our own organization also, we have seen these disruptions happen, and we have seen the entire industry also getting transformed. And I asked this question, and all it is predicted is that like over the next decade also we are it is expected that like many such more technology revolutions are bound to happen. And I have seen it firsthand. And I would also like to understand from your perspective, sir, given your experience being in as an academician who have been in the higher education space for so long, and given all kinds of technology transformations that are happening today, how do you see the higher education system to be transforming over the next decade or so? And how can we make them future ready? And what changes will make them make it happen, sir? So please share your perspective.
Yes, sir. So when we started our college, that called Mailam Engineering College in 1998, that time that computer P2 is there. You might be know that.
Yes.
256 and 386 and like that.
And we have read it as part of history of computers, sir.
History of the computer.
Yes.
And also that what you call internet. I experiment all type of internet, the satellite, landline, this almost 10 type of internet connection, because our college is in remote. I tried what are the new things come, I tried. But finally something will what you call worked out. Most of the things are not worked out. Whatever the new technology, new things want to test, they will come, they keep my name in their mind.
Awesome.
And come there and use that. I'm also fond of using technology in the educational industry, and I equipped myself also.
Awesome.
For Tech, Generative AI, I have used ChatGPT, Copilot, and Perpetuity, then Gemini. All whatever is available in as of now, I am using this, and also I know the difference between this and that, all those things. Previously what that that in engineering when they come into the technology, since the degree is enough, because that much requirement is there. In 98, 99, you might be know that only 30 engineering colleges. When we were come this field, only 30 engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu. That time I think might be Andhra. There is after some 5 years only that other state will come for providing the technical education to their students. So Then move on that the quality education and terms of technology. Then after that strong in coding, yes, come in strong in coding.
Yeah.
Now the coding is fading away.
Yes, sir.
Now it's all these are doing by the generative AI. What is the next?
Yeah.
How the college is going to or the university is going to be handle this thing. For this, I will tell one small incident. See, in Bangalore, there is one conference has organized by some company. I gone through the Instagram and applied for that.
Okay.
That I want to get into the training, how it's going to be used in our university or educational field. But I paid the amount, some 20,000 for 1 day conference with the GST. And after that, they called me. They asked some clarification whether you are fit in that conference or not.
Okay.
I told that I'm running the university. I want to introduce the things, and also I have some 2-3 what you call startups like online pharmacy like that. Then he finally decided, no sir, this conference is meant for only those who are into the field of AI.
Okay.
Either they are in they have to work in the AI, they are in the business of the AI. That's only they will suit. You are not suit for that, then they return the money. So this actually what I want to convey is, actually I want to know the technology, what is going on, who are all the people, young people are coming.
Yeah.
And I want to get the detail from them. That's the idea to grow this level. Now, even if you take this university, we have at least 10-15 universities, colleges are there.
Yeah.
When I start this university, it should be the difference and technical oriented.
Yeah.
So for other colleges, we don't have any tie-up with the industry one course because this is affiliation nature.
Yeah.
So whatever the university give the syllabus, that syllabus I have to do that. Here I find on the software university, this established university, I find the plenty of opportunities to give whatever I want, whatever the student have in terms of technical, in terms of knowledge, in terms of industrial ready. All this I want to implement that. Because being the young university, I don't have much implement that. If I have the idea, I am the interested to utilize. But the implementation is more important, because all the staffs are conventionally worked from the college. So that's why I selected the industrial partner.
Understood.
So the industrial partner will directly give the education in the practical way, and the student knowledge will be also going to be much better than what they teach, na? Because academy is always teaching in a theory. If you take AI, this last 2 years, 3 years is coming, but then most of the staffs not equipped with the AI. They just read and teach. It can't work out because the real practical knowledge should be needed for teaching the students. So that academic partners are coming into the board. So I always implement the technology and should be useful to the student. For your question for the next 10 years, it's definitely their dramatic change. But educational institutions are moving very slowly, not much as technology change as fast. But introducing the course is very fast there, because they want to capture the market, or want to capture that admission, all those in terms of the change the course, but not in terms of technologically, but the conventional, they do the conventional classroom. For example, even we have start our course here also, I want to change. Now you told that, for example, teaching a Python. See, there is conventionally theory and practical. Okay. What they are doing, theory 4 credit, practical 2 credit. They teach in the classroom Python. They write exam separately. And practical they teach in the lab. They write separately. But there is no meaning, na? See, logically you think that how you teach cycling in a classroom.
Exactly.
If you want to teach a cycling, you have to go to the road with cycle, right?
Exactly.
So I want to remove the theory classes. No theory for whatever the coding subject, whatever the practical subject. It should be teach in the classroom, not lab, not in the classroom. It should be in the lab. Then only they understand the things. And also it should be end with the project. See, you learn many things, but you can't remember that.
Exactly.
When you do in practical, no need to remember it. Actually, you keep in remembers.
Yeah.
So that such a way, I'm thinking that all the subject, except some subject may be the theory,
Yeah.
other than the engineering subject, should be teach in the lab, and should be ended with the assessment. Is to be ended with the projects.
Yeah.
Because nowadays a lot of tools is there. Now we have to evaluate the even the faculty or the professor is not having that much idea. That lot of evaluation tools are there.
Yeah.
The tool can be evaluated, which was done by on his own or by ChatGPT or somebody that naturally we know that. So such a way that we are to take the this university in a different, which is already prevailing in our country.
Awesome. Sir, as I'm listening to your conversation, I still reflect upon like my team has met you a few months ago, and they came back and said like one few words they mentioned to describe you, sir. So they said like you are one of the most candid person, you are one of the most honest person, and you are also most progressive person. And I now realize like why our team has mentioned such keywords ascribing to you, sir. I can truly see like the kind of candid way in which you have explained your journey. And I think one of the many reasons why the way NIAT and Takshashila University are also collaborating together to realize this mission of making young talent in the country to be future ready. I think we together are going to accelerate the mission, sir. And I also feel like this is something like a match made in heaven. When our ideologies are similar, our mission is aligned. I think I'm truly inspired to see your candid and honest acknowledgement of the current state of the system and the way you have been progressively thinking in terms of what needs to be done to bring about a change in the system, sir. And this is my personal question, sir. So, given I'm sure you have over the last few months, you have had multiple interactions with the team, and you have undergone through like what exactly our program about NIAT and all of it, sir. So, I have this personal question. So, according to you, what really stood out about NIAT for you, sir?
Yeah, that's very nice. Before that, we are aligned that, of course, this interview, both of our shirt colors also blue.
Yeah. Very coincidentally, I think.
Coincidentally.
Yes.
Yeah. This, I have a good discussion with Karthi and your team. See, when I infer that if you have done before this industrial, this what they call academic partnership, you have done on your own through online in your platform.
Yeah.
That's the idea, because those who are not having the practical knowledge come out from the college. They don't have the, if you don't have the practical knowledge, they don't have the job. No? So you have trained them and give them a new life to them and get the better job. I was really wondered, because I thought that normally that the things will be what you call success when it is in the offline. Then doing it online also is make a difference. I was so impressed about that, and I was still believe that as offline is so much impressive than the online. I really happy to hear for 4 years with the different kind of students coming over here. And this industrial people coming here and teach the in a practical way, and the present, what is the this present trend, what is the need of the present industry, that is so impressive to me. And apart from your student, there are a lot of other company tie-up students also there, our own students also there. I thought that the total culture of the university also maybe changed. Since I always believe that in Indian system or in Tamil Nadu system, one people start the first they start, that other will start.
Yes.
See, I will see, tell one example. Here nearby some 20 kilometers away, there is one coffee shop they opened.
Okay.
Kumbakonam degree coffee.
Okay.
Like that, some 5 years before. That people attract that coffee. They go, that most of the people want to go that coffee shop. Then after 1 year, at least 100 Kumbakonam degree copies shops are started. Because that inspirations.
Yeah.
Then everybody started. Now one guy started what you call Karupati copy.
Yeah.
Now you see that everywhere Karupati copy.
Yeah.
So we people, see our student, our people need some ignition.
Yes.
Someone start, they follow.
Yeah.
But it is very difficult to start first.
Exactly.
Then others will follow.
Exactly.
So the next wave will start the things. The other student will follow. This other company will also follow. It's naturally, it's very good for the student. Actually, it's always concerned about the student, not because of the institution is one time, but the student is core. Is our customer, our consumer. Everybody is a student. We are all the infrastructure, all we people are meant for students.
Exactly. First of all, thanks for the kind words about Next Wave, sir. I think over the last 5 years, the kind of industry connect that we were able to build, our team day in, day out speak to close to 3,000 plus companies, and they truly understand how the industry is changing and what exactly are the skills that are required for the industry as we speak on day. And I think through our collaboration, we will be able to bring about the insights coming in from the industry and make the curriculum more dynamic as the industry evolves, which in turn is going to help the student to stay at the edge of what's happening in the industry, sir. And I think given our experience of building products which have already scaled to lakhs of users, and the team doing like R&D on a day-to-day basis to ensure that whatever is the cutting edge, if it is generative AI, how can we integrate generative AI or leverage generative AI and bring about better outcomes for the student, has always been on the top of our mind. And over the course of our collaboration also, we'll make many such tools and platforms accessible and available for the students. And I am sure technology, I think one of the bigger use cases of generative AI is that like it can bring about transformation to education as a domain. And over the next course of a few years, hopefully we'll see students benefiting out of it and they become future ready. And this also leads me to another question, sir. So I was reading about one article. Out of 100 students who complete their 12th class, only 30 students are enrolling into higher education, which is quite low as a number, given that our country has more than 60% of population is under the age of 40. And if only 30% of them are undergoing through higher education and rest 70% are not undergoing through higher education, is a huge problem. And government has an ambitious aspiration to make it to 55% over the course of next 5 to 7 years. So given the country has gotten independence and it's been 78 years, and whatever the education infrastructure that has been built in the country is only catering to only 30% of the population, and to double it down in the next 5 to 7 years, I think government has been more proactive in terms of coming up with many policy changes in the form of NEP, through UGC, AICT, NSDC, and government has been more proactive in terms of university and industry partnerships, through which now, luckily, I think Takshashila and NIAT are able to collaborate together. And how do you see this university industry collaboration evolving? In turn, I think together we are building a nation of future ready professionals, sir. So how do you see this proactive government reforms that are happening to ensure academia and industry collaborates, and how this is going to in turn help the young population of the country, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Actually, they see when yesterday I had a graduation day in our one of the engineering college.
Mm.
That time the engineering enrollment,
Mm.
of course, higher education enrollment also coming down
Yeah.
because that time in 2019-20 is the country's worst period because no one want to join engineering course because if you do engineering, no job is there like that.
Mm.
I always believe that this engineering is the one of the that's, best is this course having the job, good job in that country because of in 90s 2000 this our country catch the because giving permission to a lot of engineering college our country is standing here, otherwise we lost like other countries because we timely changing the policy of giving privatization of education that make lot of sea of changes in our country. This much growth is happened now because even though government policy is there, this policy will change the entire nation and our economy also. So now also this what you call previously the people want to one is school education, that's enrollment. So no one go without education, no one will be let in our country like that. After that, the school education enrollment is they achieved higher. Now they focus on higher education. And simultaneously, previously they focus on higher education. Simultaneously, now they focus on quality education also.
Exactly.
And skill also.
Exactly.
That is more important than just love like giving the degree. It's not going to be helpful. No? Then now that's the coming from the college, coming from the university, they should be skill oriented to solve the real life problem of the our people, our country. And also it should be start the new business avenue to the by the students. Normally previously it's not like that. Those who are complete the course, they immediately learned on the job. Now you see that how the this all the startups are done by the those who are just finished the college. When they are studying the college, they do some little project. With this project, they develop into the product, and the product come into the market. Now the sea of changes is there. Government also such a way to facilitate. For example, NEP. If you want a student want to do a startup, but he couldn't find able to come into the college. So it's fine. You come out from the college within 2 years and do your business. And if you want, if you go success and you have find a time after 2 years or 4 years, you come and complete the course. Then and also that is what you call the given the facilities in the NAP, it need not to join this couple. Suppose your company, the guy is joined from this remote village, he started his business in Hyderabad, he can join that university and complete the course. So such a way the NAP is facilitate the to improve the what you call enrollment rate and control the dropout. And also lot of you see that this year budgets, I think 6,000 crores they allocated for skill development only.
Exactly.
And also that ACT and UGs also want to give skill courses in all the universities, all the colleges. Such a way they are having that. I think definitely it's going to be improve the enrollment rate.
Yes. I think, sir, one interesting aspect is India as a country, a lot of them are so much obsessed about degrees. When the world is more changing towards skills, but people are still obsessed about the degrees. I think with the kind of collaboration that we are doing at Takshashila, where academia, university and industry are collaborating together, I think it's a great combination because at the end of the day, students would have a degree coming in from the university. Along with that, it's not just about the degree, but they also are already future ready because of the kind of skills that we together are going to impart to the student. That makes it much better as a value proposition to student, given that they're going to spend 4 years of education at a critical juncture of their life, which is going to bring about a significant difference to their life, sir. And as I started interacting with students over the last 5 years, one clear indication that I can see is, sir, a lot of students today are very aspirational. Today, every student is aspiring to do something big. They are thinking big. They want to become entrepreneurs. They want to build products. They want to create products. They want to. They're not just thinking local. They want to build some product, and they are so much inspired that they want to take their products to even to the global platforms. And parents are also quite supportive to students in terms of, it's not the era of parents only asking their kids to just think about job. But now, all thanks to the startup ecosystem that got created over the last 10 years, I think the aspiration for the parent is also that it's no more about job, but students are more aspiring to become job creators. And great to be part of an ecosystem where parents are also encouraging the students to be job creators in some form and shape. And given the kind of energy that we as a country have, given the kind of aspiration that the students have, so given your experience, what kind of message that you want to share as the students embark on their aspirational journey through our collaboration? So what kind of message do you want to share with the students and parents who are about to begin their journey, sir?
Yes, sir, you are rightly said that that aspiration. See, people always that once they grow age, what they are telling, yeah, in our age we have done like this, because nowadays these youngsters is not caring anything. They are fully into the social media. They don't bother about the values and system, and they are not also hardworking. See, whenever this type of conversation come with me, I told that it's indicate you are aging, not the fact. See, when you got age, this type of conversation people started. See, the real world is not like that. Youngsters are very aggressive, very knowledgeable. And very fast also. When we are doing these people are doing one work, they took one, for example, 8 hours, they have done just half an hour. It's not mean that they rest of the time they are ideally sitting. Not like that. They do more work compared than the older generations. But only one thing I want to tell that. Instead of spending time into the social media, see what we are talking is the less amount of people, less percentage. It's very aspirational, maybe 10 to 20%.
Exactly.
Rest of the 80% is not into the serious. But they conventionally what they are reading, and just before the examination they read the books and write the examination and get pass and get to the degree. And mostly they are not aware the what is happening in the world. But the reading here is also going down. Almost reading the newspaper and magazine is very less. But of course they are telling the digital media they are into the field. But very less people only using these opportunities. Most of the people not using that opportunities. So as a country having the larger population, this percentage should be more like gross enrollment ratio way that the student of the percentage of the serious people and serious student should be increased. Then only that the real changes will come. But the percentage definitely this kind of collaboration. See, when the same degree getting for other colleges some 40,000, some for 1 lakh, but they want to, for example, this course is an IT course, they want to join for little bit higher fees in the prevailing market, and they want to ready to spare 4 years in a rigorous training. It's not like just a reading, writing examination. It's like a training. See, 4-year training is not nowadays. 4 years is not that much shorter period. It's very longer period at this age. This 4 years rigorous teaching people are coming. This definitely they make a change into their life. Actually, I want to increase that type of this student, this number of students to come into the real field, real technology, really working. I want to improve this. So what I want to convey that you dive into the technology, you dive into the work, You dedicate your, this like foreign countries, you, whatever you work 8 hours, you dedicate yourself on that world. After that, you can enjoy your free time, because education not only the life lesson.
Yes.
Apart from that, lot of things he has to do. He want to see, to listen the music, playing or charting, a lot of things he has to give the meaning up to the life. But whenever you spend this 8 hours, that 8 hours you should focus on your study or focus on your training. And that's why you want that. Apart from that, you students should definitely, apart from the technology. See, if you want a conversation with someone like you or somebody, you should know the lot of the conversation apart from the technology. You should have the knowledge to conversation with someone for half an hour, 1 hour. That is the real conversation.
Exactly.
You can talk at 2 hour, 3 hour on technology on your subject. You cannot able to talk even 10 minutes to other than the subject. That you should keep having the reading habit of the journals. At what media? I'm not only telling that print media. It may be the digital media also, but it's good type of articles, good type of content you have to read. Then only you enhance your knowledge, what is going in the world, other than the things. These two things I want to convey the students.
I think you have nicely put it, sir. So I think the way even I was also recommending students is look at like a sport. People, when they are playing sports, they sweat a lot, they feel breathless at times. Let's say a sport like, let's say, soccer or football, like, you know, where people will be running all through the field, they would be sweating quite a lot, they will feel breathless at times and all of it, but still towards the end of the game, they feel a lot more happier because they have given the best during the sport or the game. And I would recommend the same to students as well. Like whatever the 8 hours of effort that you put in, think of it like a sport, and I'm sure after like, you know, few days of immersing themselves and going deep into any topic, trying to have hands-on building projects, building some real-world applications, I'm sure students will feel a lot more empowered by the end of it, and they feel more happy and excited about it. And coming to the second point, sir, like you rightly put, today every student pretty much has access to this smartphone, which is connected to internet, and there is plenty of great content that is there outside, and there are plenty of AI tools that are there outside. And even in our program also, we would also encourage students and also empower them. How do they go about making the best out of what's already there on the internet? I think learning to learn is also one of the critical skills that is going to be more relevant in the current age. And if we can empower them to do that, and once they have access to all these new age ecosystem, I'm sure students will make the best out of the programs here. And lastly, I think I'm sure there are a lot of insights that students and parents will have takeaways from these conversations. And I want to thank you once again for having this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming all the way from Hyderabad to Takshashila University and having the good conversation. I really know, very happy to talk to you about the conversation. I always believe that the learning is not stagnant. It should be the everyday, day by day. When our conversations, an official conversation with in my room also, I know the difference between the entrepreneurship and startup, and also the same podcast and interview. This every day, what we learning is more important. That is.
I can see the continuous learner in you, sir. You're finding ways to learn, which is truly inspirational for our generation. And I think you have summarized it quite well. Continuous learning is going to be the only constant in this era. And on this note, I would like to end this conversation with a thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.